All right, let me show you guys how I drain my goals. I just got access to this new GPT 5.6 Soul, Terra, and Luna, and I've connected them to my goal drainer, my goal autopilot. And goals is a relatively new thing, goals and loops. I've been using goals like a madman. So usually when I'm going to show you guys my little strategy for being extremely productive with the AIs. Here's my windows. Come on. All right, here's my windows. I know it's hard to see, so I'm going to try to talk it out what I'm doing. But basically, I have around 36 windows. Last time I counted, there's a couple off screen that are none of your business. But as far as that goes, here, so I needed to come and share this because this is just savage. This is just savage. I think the process for this is extremely effective. I'm building a lot of apps and I'm doing it quickly. And I built a harness, basically an orchestrator that can run all the goals and all my goal sheets. And then I'm making like the soul models. These are soul. This one's auto. So what I've been doing is I've been running a soul prompt on whatever feature it is that I want to build out or whatever thing in the website that I want to build out. Memory guard. And then you little monster. I'm having memory guard issues. That's an issue. So what happens is I run the soul on the goal sheet. It gives me a breakdown. And I have I could probably share this with you guys. But I have like compute allocation document right here, the frontier model prompting pattern, which I've been putting all my best ideas for prompting the AI so that I can just point it to this when I want it to give me a goal prompt. So it has different stages of goal prompts that it'll give me. Now I get it to run me the goal prompt on whatever feature it is that I'm trying to build or whatever it is that I'm trying to do. I give it to one of the high models like Fable. I burned through 3 Fable accounts. Now I'm waiting until Sunday, Saturday, because Fable comes back on the 12th. So I get one account unlocks on the 11th, another account unlocks on the 12th. So I'm going to have 1 day, 2 days to use one account and 1 day to use the other Fable account before it goes back to the API, allegedly. Who knows if they extend it or what. But the last Fable runs taught me some things, and I used Fable to make my systems better. So now my systems are popping off, and I just want to show you this strategy. What we do is we get Soul. I'm just using Soul like Fable. And we get Soul to really run. This one did a client billing frontier review. So it reviewed the client billing. Make sure all the paths are correct. Make sure the logic's right. Make sure the ideas are sound. And then once it's done, it took 300K tokens is kind of getting to the edge where I want to start to compact. 21 minutes. So we're just going to change the model right out to a cheaper model like Terra. Probably do high because we like getting high. And then what are we doing? Oh yeah, run the goal sheet. So the prompt is drain the goal sheet with auto pilot. Now this is savage because I made this orchestrator system. Retry with a faster model, dude. No. Keep waiting. Okay, I made this orchestrator system, and the orchestrator system spawns windows in the background, and those windows are all basically prompted with goals, and it just accomplishes goals in the back end. Then my soul system goes and it finds whatever it is I'm trying to build, if it's a feature, if it's an app, or if it's a product or a website. It goes and it breaks it down into a spec, and it breaks the spec down into goals. And then I can give those goals into a sheet into my orchestrator, and the orchestrator runs the goals in the background using like Terra or even the cheaper models. Basically, I have it designed to use Fable or Soul for the highest end stuff, use Terra for the middle of the road stuff, and Opus, and then use Luna and Haiku for the really fast, like silly little doc stuff that doesn't need any intelligence. So then it's optimized to run the right phases at the right time and wait down dependencies, and it just runs the goal sheet. So whatever I want to build now, I just have Soul break it down into a goal sheet, and then I just say run the goal sheet. So as you see, this model here was Soul. Soul broke it down into a goal sheet. I'm just renaming my window so that I can remember what phase I'm in. I need to stand up. Check. So I ran Soul on client billing, I ran Soul on owner site, and I ran Soul on local business something backend, local business back office. Because I got a client who, dude, don't at capacity me. I got a client who his backend's all messed up. It's in 2004. It's like super old. He's running it on a computer. He needs it in the cloud. He needs all kinds of work done on it. So I'm building this backend on my, basically I'm building these client websites. And I'm using Fable, and I'm optimizing the whole system so that I can pop out these client websites super easy. And the whole backend has all the branding and all the stuff that you need and all the tools that I've been building over 3 years. It's got the chat bot. It's got the live AI personal assistant. It's got, all the stuff you'd need. Converse OS, which it's just savage. It's like everything a small business needs in a package of a website front end. And so it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But this guy needs a back office. His back office is a mess. He's using like 4 different programs. He's typing stuff in by hand. It takes him a week of every single month. So I'm trying to just redesign it for him so I can give him this website and then just make his life easier. So there's one feature, is the back office is FinForensics is one of my, it's accounting software basically. Can replace your QuickBooks and do your taxes for you. But not without a CPA because it's not licensed, but. So I ran Soul, as you can see. Soul did the back office's Soul Pass MD modeled to your execution sheet. It gave us our execution goal sheet. Perfect. And then unrelated dirty work trees, a goal. Oh, that's so many tokens. So now we're gonna take from our Soul model and we're gonna switch to a cheaper model, and we're just gonna do a medium on this one. We'll just hit medium. Because that's so many tokens, when it reloads the entire context, hopefully it's cached right now, so it won't be like too ridiculous. But this is expensive sending this back every time. So when it gets this high, you really want to compact it and start over, which is what I'll do. And then I'll just remind it, because sometimes the compaction is pretty lossy, so it doesn't really know what you're doing. So I'll just remind it. And then I will say, can you run this goal sheet with goal autopilot. So Soul went through, it made our spec, it broke our spec into goals. It phased the goals both on what needs to run in what order, and then based on the model intelligence required to run each task. Now I have this goal autopilot system that I made with Orchestrator that spawns the terminals in the back end and runs all the goals. So ideally it runs all the goals at the same time, and I can run multiple of these goal autopilots at the same time and just knock out these features. Here's one I was doing. This was turning my Teneo website into Spanish and Italian. I finished the implementation. So we just got to make sure that one's done. But that was a really good test. Dude, no way. No way, brother. Because there was maybe 7 or 8 goals on here. I'm just wanted to verify that this is correct. Yes, app wide, pilot finished. What is now? Language toggle supports English, Spanish, and Italian. KDP research. The whole site. No way. Scope caveat. No, not the whole site. Finished means app-wide. Foundation pilot for English. KDP research, yes. We need the... start pages. Make goals and run the autopilot, sir. So this, it's just incredible what you can get done right now with the goals. Goals is a game changer, because I used to have all these windows open and I'm sitting here prompting them all day, but now I just run a goal. So your specific task is much more like compartmentalized, and you're not just like, okay, where was I? And now we can just run through this, unblock and salvaged. We got Terra sold. That means I switched it back over. Now I'm just running all these. Soul is my illustrated engine. So I got an illustrated engine that should be able to turn prompts from users into like coloring books, seniors from yoga books, restaurant menus, magazines, that kind of thing. Soul's done. Now we're back to this. Okay, Soul's done. We just model it up. We do our Terra, so we get our cheaper model. And I kind of like doing it in this window because I feel like Soul laid down a good context. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Soul laid down a good context for Terra. It went through the repo in a smart way. So that backend right now is meaty and juicy. So it's a little bit too high. I don't love running 700K tokens back through, but it ain't a mill, It ain't a mill, so. And I just wanted to explain to me in a human language, because what the heck does this mean? How's our goal queue? What's the state of the illustrated engine implementation? So we're going to figure out what our illustrated engine implementation is over here. And now we don't have time to wait for this, but we did turn it to Terra, so we're going to tear. We're going to tear and just say we got tear, which is not what it's on now. It used to be Soul, so we know that it started with the prompt. And then if we need to find the illustrated engine, we can just copy. Whoa, why'd you do that? Copy, paste. Copy, paste was what I was trying to do. Illustrated engine v2. Continue. Okay, so goal queue. Yeah, if this landed a goal queue, and if our illustrated engine needs goals, then that's the next prompt, is run the goal queue. And this is really going to test how many goal queues we can run at the same time. How many autopilot goal sheets. No, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out. Status. Weekly limit 88% left. Good sign. Resets at 12. What? That's got to be soon, right? Come on, military time. It's got to be like, it's 2:33. So this is 2:54. Sweet. So we might not even hit it. 25% left. That cooks. But I don't know. I'm trying to just feel out how much usage they give you of Soul right now, while also respecting it. Using it as least as I possibly can, but also doing the big high-level tasks. Heads up, you got less. Short version is not production ready as V2. The architecture direction is right, but the real implementation is still fragmented, and its current green proofs overstate readiness. That's a good thing for Soul to find. Its correct next task is, I must first run the goal queue. The correct prompt is drain it. So that's great because before I built this system, what was it? I don't even know what day it was. I've been in the AI fog. What do they call it? The AI psychosis. It's just me and the AI. The world doesn't exist. But I'd have to open up this, and it was a mad rush. It was stressful. I'd have to open up this, and then I would have all my MD files on here. And I mean, I had so many, and I don't know how to use this dang program, so I had to spread out like this, maybe 15 files, and I'm going through trying to pair them up window to file. So I go to my file, figure out what goal I'm on, and then just like it was stressful. So I got this orchestrator system. It took me all day. It was one of the things I was working on that day. Got my orchestrator system done. Got our goals now for the goal sheet. This just runs it instead of me having to go back. I'd have the goal sheet, and I had like 5 windows for the goal sheet. I'd put the goal sheet in the front with my 5 windows, which is what you could do if you don't have the autopilot orchestrator system, which is, I mean, how could you have it? Because I custom built it over months. But actually, there's a version of it on my GitHub. You could take that, download it, give it to Soul, tell it to make it work for this exact use case, and it would figure it out for sure. Maybe even better than what I got. So check out my GitHub. Give me a star. I got 106 projects on there right now. Look. 106 repos, son. Not all of them are open, but they're all beautiful. I'll tell you that right now. And they're all coming to a head. They're all coming to a head with our client factory, basically. It's our website that runs all of our apps, all of our projects on the back end for individual clients, it's a beautiful thing. So right now, what are we working through? Let's go. We got Boathouse. And Boathouse is a bar on the lake, and they wanted a monitor that showcases the... Where are all my website windows? They wanted a monitor that showcases the conditions on the lake. I'm hyped, dude. The AI's got me going freaking wired. Like I had too much coffee this morning, but I didn't. Because there's a lot to do before Saturday. I got 2 GPT resets. I got to build all this stuff out, and it's spread out all over my brain, and I have to close it all down. It's like living out in the edges of my mind, and I open up all the files, and then I slowly close them all down, and by the time I get them compacted into a small little ball, ooh, we got a thing we're trying to build that's pretty. It works good and has too many features. And let me see if I can find the Boathouse website, dude. So this sucks. The lake now. I don't know. Is that how we're supposed to do the lake now? It's ugly, right? This is a Soul prompt. Did this. Watch the sky. Final lake report. Oh my god. I mean, it's not terrible, but what is this? The lake now. What do we want it to see? Don't we want it to see, like, the rippling water in a beautiful way? Okay, I think we do. We want to see the rippling water in a beautiful way. So what's this one? Model. Okay, I think we ran... Let's get down here in these windows and figure out what we got going on. Implemented verified billing phase. Yes. Sweet. Updated the template. Propagated the equivalent behavior. So this should run on the chassis, right? Go right to... What's our deployment? Then we got to figure out what clients we still need. Ooh, I'm running a magazine. I have a trend OS situation. So it's a trend finder. What does it do? Let me tell you what it does. It finds trends. It's basically a scraper. It scrapes everything you could think of. This one's scraping all of one of the local cities next to me, Fort Collins. And it's scraping all the magazines and all the newspapers and all the freaking classifieds and freaking everything I can scrape. And it's going to pull it all into a magazine. So it's a pretty little thing. And then I'm going to use my... Let's see if we can find that, baby. I know we just had it. This illustrated engine. We're going to use this illustrated engine in order to format the magazine. So hopefully we can automate the scrape process. Then we take all the scraped data and we filter it through an AI intelligence model and we throw it into the magazine, into what the pages need to be. And then we use our engine V3, illustrated engine V3, in order to format it into exact specifications of what a magazine would want to be. You know, and it's a bit of a long shot. Like the AI might not be ready for this yet, but what I learned is that you build towards your dreams. You just build what's in your head out as much as you can. And when you're building at this pace, like this much stuff, you can get it all pretty much built out. And once you get it all pretty much built out, when the next AI comes, and I think we're at that level right now with the Soul and the Terra and the Fable. We're at that level right now where the AI can make whatever you want to build. So as long as you get it built out most of the way, the Fable, the Soul, they can go through there and they can run it and they can figure out what's not wired up and what is wired up and what needs to be done next and where's your spec wrong and everything. And they can actually get it working, whereas 5.5 and Opus 4.8 were just... They're trying their best, you know, but they couldn't quite get all the way there. But now we're getting all the way there. The sheet's drained to its founder gates. Dude. Seriously, it's a weird feeling when you just have an idea and then you just drain the sheet. Let's have a check. Check. So they say the magazine logic is all done. So I'm just going to see if we need, here, this comes in handy, copy. Come on. Want defing, what's that mean? Okay, we need a sole prompt to, and the answer is do we need a sole prompt to make sure it's all wired correctly and working how we want, and defing? What was I trying to say? And feeding the engine. And I just reiterate what my goal was, is all the data coming in from trend OS properly, being properly Now, this is a big stretch because, dude, there's no way that this thing's going to be able to put it into a freaking magazine like I'm trying to do. I don't know if I need to use like a templates or like how to run this, but the illustrated engine, I think, is using HTML in order to like structure everything from websites to books, and then using the image generation models in order to create the images. And then it's on teneo.io/outline/illustrated. For use, and you can use it to like create coloring books. Coloring books are pretty fire. Beyond that, I mean, I've been plugging away in Soul and we can go test it, but you know, no guarantees. But the thing is yeah, this is a bit of a long shot at the moment, but with the new models that just came out, I know we're going to get there. So when everybody else is making games, we're going to try to make useful tools. And we're going to see how it does. But the goal engine is getting done up here. And the magazine's going to plug in down here. We're going to see if we need a prompt. And our orchestrator, the system's ready for production carries, but the workspace is not clean enough right now. Clean it. What's our model? GPT 5.5 high? I want to switch out us 5.5 high. I swear that the 5.5 highs become stupid. since they launched 5.6. It's like they took compute away from it. So I'm trying to get out of these models right now. So proper. So I'm trying to get out of I'm trying to get out of I'm trying to get out of GPT 5.5 because I feel like they took the compute away from it in order to serve the 5.6. Maybe that's paranoia, but that's what it feels like when I read the output of 5.5. It usually never gives me problems until right now. And since it's now giving me problems, I'm trying to get out of this. It's just making weird mistakes. Like I tell it to read my goals thing and it just won't read it, or these little things. I feel like you get an intuition about this stuff after a while. Terra High, that's where we want to be. So we're sending all our 5.5 over to Terra High. I heard it's twice as cheap, so it means we can run it twice as much. I don't know if that's accurate, but I think that we can run it twice as much as 5.5. And 5.5, well, I thought it was giving me a lot of usage, but actually I was running out of my week in like 2 days. But I cook pretty hard. So I thought it was giving me a lot of usage, but if I can double that usage and run out of usage like right before the week's up, and then just spread it out with some like maybe a second account or something, then we'd be doing just fine. I'm curious. I'm really curious because I got this AI agent platform that I haven't been messing about with too much because it's like it's a bundle of joy to get going. Honestly, everybody's big into AI agents and Hermes and OpenCloud and like whatever. And Tony Robbins is saying some crap about how it did something it definitely didn't do. And I just to me at the moment right now it feels much more effective and efficient and like reliable to just create harnesses. You just create harnesses for the agents, but I don't know. I don't have enough experience, I guess. I haven't found a good use case to get my agent to like do its job better than I can just build a harness for it. I'd rather just like be prompting a harness, just have like a reproducible outcome every time that I'm not guessing and having some agent like run through skills in order to do. But maybe I'm butthurt because one time my agent loaded up my calendar with court dates, and so I had to dismiss them all, and then my actual court date came up and I missed it. So maybe I'm butthurt on the agents. So right now I'm just gonna wing a prompt at this guy and basically say, ooh, I get a feeling like we want to use extra high. Go through the features in this repo, see what we're trying to do for clients, and see if this system will be helpful to plug clients into AI agents. That's the thing, is everybody loves their AI agents, their AI assistants right now. And nobody, I don't know. Maybe nobody even knows what they're doing. I don't know. I got to try the new one. I got to download Hermes and run it. But I've just been building my own. I've been building my own with the use case that makes the most sense to me. And I'm taking a lot of Hermes and OpenCloud's patterns, don't get me wrong. But also I've just been blind winging it. I guess that prompt's good. Go to the features in this repo. See, I can't even read that. Hope you can read this. See what we're trying to do for the clients and see what the system will be helpful to plug our clients into AI agents. And then I link them to the AI assistant repo. And then, map client factory product. Perfect. Inspect the AI assistant. Perfect. And now we got to, I like to leave the little dingles, sprinkles at the beginning. Soul. And then I just mark the tab on basically what the tab's doing. So when I come back to it, I'll know. We can continue on. The product intent is clear. Perfect. This is primarily a website generator. Well, yeah. This is not primarily a website generator. Well, yeah. Now it disappears. I'm not a fan of that, dude. I was reading you. Okay, how do I get you back? You're gone. Whatever. I'll give up. Chassis deployment runbook. Okay, where are we on this? This is Terra High. Perfect. We already have a deployment runbook, but the billing work exposed the gap. Okay, I like gaps getting exposed. Not a local app. Admin billing pages or nav. For 20 clients, oh, this was our deployment. CF. That would be easy to forget what I was doing in this window. 25 the problem extract the usable billing not to check rollback client address rather than risking the entire fleet. Okay, what? Extract the usable billing. Make each client extract the reusable billing page. Therefore, release via rollback. The existing runbook defines the rollback process. Chassis architecture makes the end state clear. Unique client face stays local. So we should not manually patch. We should do one intentional fleet migration. We set this up proper. I just want to clarify. I'm just going to say, we just set this up proper. We're doing this correct each time. Can we set this up proper? It's just like, okay, dude, just like, how do we get this set up? And then so we're doing it correct each time, just to remind him, like, I want it to be consistent going forward. And then we just, it's a question, do we just finish the run books, which is here, and the architecture goals, which I hope are in here, docs, and we're done with the deployment stuff? Yeah, I'll set this up, missing execution later. The runbook already describes the right release. I'll make 20 client routes safe. See, this is great. And then I'll just remind him, is this set up to run with the goals? And then I'll just save that baby. When I come back to this window, I'll know to press enter. And then he's going to set this whole thing up to run with the goals autopilot, and we're going to have our deployment. Not just our deployment, but our runway and our goal queue. So then we're starting to work through these goal sheets, and at the end of the goal sheets, like a verify phase, and then it archives the goal sheets. So I had one window that I lost because my memory ran out and my computer reset. So I had one window that I lost that was just running through my entire goal queue. I think I had like 300 goals, which is the old way was me having 300 windows open, closing them, getting it's a pain in the ass. It would have took me a long time. But with the new goal queue, I only have like 20 sheets or 30 sheets or something. So on each of those sheets, I just run up this goal queue, and we can go check on our other goal queues, which are up here. Look, it's working for us. This one. I think my analytics OS system probably needs, I think I gave it a Fable prompt. Client factor feedback, the magazine work. What needs to happen next? Are our goal queues drained? Question mark. Fam, is our goal queue drained? That's what we need to know. Basically, I'm just gonna keep pushing them back to the goal queue because magazine work remain active. That just basically says it's not committed yet. Where's our magazine work? There and over here. Yeah, that's our Soul AI Assistant. So we're going to see where that one will be interesting to see where our Soul AI Assistant can plug in for. Hold on, I got a side tangent. That was supposed to be a question mark anyways. Let's see, local goals sheet, status. Local goals business live, done. This is 5.5, so we have to get off this window. Our goal sheet status, live growth goal sheet is 11 out of 11 closed. Remaining local, dirt. So this would be great. We done? We done? Sheet archived and verified. That's what I was trying to say. Hopefully he understands. Now on to the next one. Let's see, TE code. Yes, this is a clear map. First use. A business to the right next build is a feedback scene. Persist the human, publish social campaign, receipt, external. Feed only the verified tenant scope receipts. Build it. Build it or goal and autopilot it. Updated. Business OS system readiness map. Sheet is done, verified and archived, which means it's working. No worries. Okay, I'm not talking to you anymore. You're 5.5. I want to ask one of these models if the goal system is working well, just to have it like go back and reflect on, you know, how it's working. Dude. Okay. Shared goal queue. We have some exciting prompts going on. Client building frontier, review goal sheet, registered it, what it does. We're on 5.5 high. Requires soul to emit down to your paste ready. Afterwards. Did not regenerate the full roadmap. Trying to get out of 5.5, which is, I think it's nerfed because they took compute away from it to run 5.6, and I think it's more expensive than Terra, and I think it's at similar quality, and Frontier billing. Let's see. And we're doing this in where? Which window is that? This one. Target Claude. Task. Billing architecture. So we'll just run it in Claude. I need to start closing as many windows as I can. That's my main objective at the moment. CD. And we're running Codex. And we're running Terra. And we're running it on medium is just fine for this task. Use this. Run the frontier. Here we go. Run it as GPT. So let's see if it can do this. Sweet. Yeah, we're going to see if it can run this. Enter. Now we're going to try to remember what this was even about. Client factors noted just a site builder. It now has the shape of a local business OS compiler. Basically, I built a site builder. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. I did it all manually for the first 5 sites, but then I systematized everything so that I could turn it into a SaaS. So I could run the whole site builder and local business OS with the click of a button. Then it ties into my other systems that I have, which is like a business builder. Look at the lake. Isn't it beautiful? Bah. Let's see if my friend is on. Holy cow. Okay, back to focused. Client factory is no longer. Client factory is no longer just a site builder. It's a shape of a local business compiler. Okay. Local business OS compiler. And this is Terra, so it's fine. This can leave. Oh yeah, this has my prompts, I think. So yeah, we're going to get another prompt on client factory and another window so I can close out this 5.5 window and get my compute cheaper. We're using Terra, which is good. So I'm pretty sure Terra is cheaper than 5.5. Use what? Goal client factory. Is it sent yet? That doesn't seem like the whole goal. A 5.5 has been drinking. If any unrelated part, then stop and repeat the blocker instead of broad staging. Sounds good. Ship. See how we can get out of the context window of this one too. Close that down. Magazine. Yes, we love magazine. This was not the original TrendOS data harvest session. This session was onboarding chassis Fable readiness pass. I found the earlier magazine work. Important distinction. Can you... Important distinction, the source map. The magazine did not have the full trend as gather seam wired. Yeah, I didn't think so. I just spec'd it out basically and started it. So the work exists, but all 4 columns magazine data is only partial. That's what I thought. Let's do this. Paste this in to create the autopilot sheet. And you see this? Do you see this? See this process? And we're doing it in Claude. Not my favorite place to run. Not my favorite place to run. But that's what it says. So we'll use Sol for this. Model, Sol, default, high. Let's go. We could do extra high for this too, for mad lads. Paste this goal into Sol. So now Sol's going to make the autopilot sheet. Now you guys see the whole process here. End state after that exists. Run the normal autopilot. And paste it anyways. Let's go Sol. Sol magazine, so we know what this window was. When we go to our other 32 windows. Sent. I want to give them the option to be done because I got to close out as many windows as I can. I'm done with the piece I was on. Specifically, I finished the ice cream magazine onboarding chassis readiness cleanup. Sweet. So he was working on the magazine. One caveat. Can you clean the dirty work? Dude, I have so many agents running at the same time in different work trees that sometimes they collide together and then the dirty work is dirty and then it forgets stuff and then I have a document I link something to and it's like it disappeared and it can never be found. And I'm like, dang it, you have to recreate it. Try your best. It doesn't happen often, but it happens. It happens enough where I'm always trying to like clean up the dirty trying to trim the branches and clean up the dirty work trees and push everything to the trunk. Only client factory is dirty now. Perfect. Perfect. Sounds good. So once this is done, then I can just close it and be done with the window. Let's see where we're at. Soul AI Assistant. Oh, this was a fun one. The verdict. Yeah, tell us. Yes, AI Assistant is a strong fit, specifically as the internal commissioning, governance, and supervision layer for client agents. It should not be installed wholesale for each client. Well, duh. Let's not well duh it, dude. It's Soul, okay? So it's not well duh it, okay? Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. It should not be installed wholesale. Well, duh. Go for integration and a controlled pilot. No go for live client rollout. What client factory is building? The repo is building a local business operating system, not merely websites. Dude, you guys keep telling me that. Shouldn't that be clear? The website is the entry point. The lasting product is, listen to this, verified business facts and a business brain, custom site and offer positioning, lead capture, phone chat, booking, follow-up, SEO and measurement, owner, admin, cockpit with approvals, budgets, tasks, assets and results. I mean, are you kidding me? Vertical specification. This sounds like a cool project. Eventually, client AI employees. Yeah, we're setting businesses up for the AI age basically because, dude, if you look around, they're all on WordPress still. So the intent is explicit in the client factory operating model. That was well said. The owner, for registration agents, important piece. The owner facing agent counsel. The division's already stated clearly. It's already done. Client agent commissioning goal backlog. See, I already had it built out, the backlog. And supervisor is not the cloud runner. It makes that valuable because it supplies the missing management layer between the client has a business brain and an agent is safely doing reoccurring work. That's what I'm saying. Why it is not productized yet? The implementation is real and tested, but still the control plane prototype. Only synthetic clients are commissioned. The roster contains 2 agents. No real client is enrolled. Client knowledge is not connected. Recommended architecture. Also, this is our pass. Make sure everything you know is explicit in the docs. Let's just give it that goal so that it's writing up everything it knows, because it's like, it sees division. That's what I see is these models, the smartest ones are like levels. They're levels ahead. The default runner path is hard-coded. So I wanted to get it in the docs so that the others, like the less capable models, the cheaper models, can follow it more easily. Keep the boundaries. Best first pilot. Dog food on the factory first. So business brain is already synced. Let's go. And then you're uniquely suited to do. Wire up the parts you're uniquely suited to do. With your, we're going to flatter it a little bit with your vision. So our next prompt first, we had it review our system. The original prompt on this was really simple, and Codex deleted it, unfortunately. We had to review our system, very simple prompt. Review the system, this and this, and how they fit together. It did its review. We told it to make it explicit in the docs because, that's valuable information. I'm always putting everything in the docs so the agents can follow it. It's like my way of like solidifying the architecture and keeping the ideas. And I learned that when the agents were less capable, and one of them would like rewrite and do something dumb. With client product ready and one runner. Yeah, have the right high level decision, but they blur. See, client product. So it's just updating the docs. We want to always be syncing up our docs. And then the next ask is going to be to wire up the parts you're uniquely suited for with your vision and enhanced capabilities. Flatter a little bit. Be like, hey, you're the one that sees the whole vision, and you have enhanced capabilities in a way that less capable models can follow easily. Maybe it's spine. The spine, the primitives, etc. And then we're gonna do a follow. We're gonna do highest. Follow your highest excitement on this. That's one prompt that I love to lay down is say, hey fam, how are you doing? What about this excites you? And then it always finds really cool things. Maybe I'll show you. This is an opus. How much opus I got left? I can't have that much left. Data for SEO is live. Perfect. Your Glacier clarification caught a real bug. Perfect. Baseline. Perfect. It's not a failure. Oh my God. The Old Town Google Business Profile to connect. Give me the location ID. I don't have. Backend checklist. So all my sites are gonna have a client. They have a client backend. The client logs into them, and then they're gonna have like a task list that the client needs to do in order to hook everything up. So since I don't have the OAuth app manager for the Google Business Profile, I'm gonna need him to either give me the profile password so that I can log in, or ideally do it him damn self. Give me that OAuth and the app. And the back end of the website will have that capture form. I can put it in there, I can submit it, and then it goes into the back end, and the AI agents can do all the work for me. So that's where we can get that automated in order to he submits it, it sends a hook, the AI agent goes in there and does the work for me, fixes it up. So then it's all automated and more hands off, and all my clients' work is not going to require me. So we have 5.5. This was the one I was going to close. See ya. Talk to you later. Repo checks passed. Thank you. Wait, what was done? And what does this mean? I did not migrate Glacier. This was my one that was like fixing up all the client sites to get them current, because I built maybe my first 6 sites without all my backend, and then this last, what day is it? Oh my gosh, maybe it's been a week. When did Fable come out? Basically since Fable came out, probably. Re came out. I've been in the zone. Building the back end of all these sites, but I started with the sites before the back end was built, so now I got to get the back end built on all the sites. Files are updated, planning, regenerated. I make a goals for this, dude. Glacier, ready to run Fable. Yes, nice. That's fun. That means we can get the magazine like looking right, and it's gonna be Soul. It's not gonna be Fable, but we're gonna do a prompt to get our magazine cooking. Here's our local business factory front page right now. Get these. These are the websites we're building up. Oh, I got a spider. Look at that. It's beautiful scoops. AI generated images. What I need to do still is get the actual pictures of the ice cream and then link it up with put it in GPT and then get these to look just like the actual ice cream but be styled like this. So anyways, let's go figure out where this is from. We're doing Ice Cream Magazine. CD into it. Nope, CD into it. Nope, CD into it. What? What happened? I see what happened. CD into it. Let's go. Codex, model. And we're going to be using Soul, our guy. And what are we doing? We're doing the magazine. Reasoning depth for complex problems. Let's try it. Let's just burn our compute needlessly. Let's do it. Because we really want to test the ability for this to Ice Cream Magazine. I mean, this is sort of a tough job, honestly. What is going on with this spider? Gosh, he's a creepy one. All right. Ice Cream Magazine. Kill the bugs and leave me alone. You've been dropping on the floor. He's about to get squished. Okay, Ice Cream Magazine. Send the prompt. All right, now we had the other task that this dude needed to do. These ones. Glacier, grateful. Needs, backend, grateful. So grateful is like an investment company. Glacier is the ice cream company. Glacier is the first site that I ran. Do these, my goals, and run with goal Q. No. Give me a prompt. So again, we're trying to get off. We're trying to get off 5.5. That's why we're sending that through. And I'm pretty sure this needs to be in client factory. We don't need to guess. Usually it has to be under 4,000 words for Claude, but I don't think Codex cares about the words. GPT in the right era with Terra. Let's do it on high because we always like to go a little bit higher than the normal. We always want the best of the best, you know? In a reasonable way. Take our goal, ship our goal over. I thought I saw something move over here, so. Oh, what? My copy, whatever, kicked us out. I've been doing that. Control C's been kicking us out, or Control something's kicking us out. But we got it copied in time. We're running it. It's working. As soon as it starts cooking, then that means we can close this window. That's what we love doing. We love closing windows. As much windows as we got open, we love closing them. Wire up the parts you're uniquely suited for. Do with your vision. That was the second prompt we're going to run to the AI assistant soul, which is fun. Done. The client agent assessment is explicit. Perfect. Now it's gone through the docs, understands the system. This is its time to shine. You know, wire it up, build it in. And I just like, if it gets the spine, if it gets the core modules, if it gets the primitives done, then I can always come back to it later when it's time. So it's like, I like to set the project up like synced, and eventually my mind will be like, dude, what about the AI assistant? And then I'll be like, what about the AI assistant? And it'll be like, oh yeah, that's almost set up. It's like 70% done. And then it'll be like, this is the perfect moment. This is the perfect, absolute perfect moment, or to set it up the rest of the way. And I was like, well, I'm just grateful that that comes out like that. That's great. Officially, this sheet is done. Mark done. What's left? Run the rest. Duh. Give. With auto. So again, what we're doing is we're getting off 5.5. I think that is going to save our compute. Is going to double it if we can move most of our stuff to Terra, and then the soul will eat it up again, so it maybe levels out. But we need to optimize regardless. Nope. Nope, we don't want to resume. What we want to do is do model, of course. Actually, I think we're on Terra. Perfect. We are on Terra. Give me a prompt. Perfect. Drain the rest of perfect. Tell them that's fine. You can tell them. Send that. That means this closes once this opens. Let's keep working through this sheet. Client factory. We're on 5.5 high, which is another one we need to close. Fixed and pushed. Goal board issues. I left dirty. Workforce OS needs some work on it, I bet. But again, I could open up something from every single one of these. Open up something new to do. So the way I'm going to resist that is fixed and pushed, which is good, which means we're basically saved state so we can close it. Completed and officially marked done. No. Client billing frontier. Where are we at? Client billing frontier review. Okay. Okay. And this was Terra. No go for broad client admin building. Why? No deployment. Why? Can we get this go? You said no go. Let's get it to a go, go, go. The local checks confirm the artifact's conclusion. Both Teneo auth, static billing, entitlement suites pass, wallet top up, safety passes, wallet top up, catalog plus. Where are we at? Client billing, frontier review, goal sheet. Okay, we got to see if this is done, and then our client billing's done, right? The architecture's reversible. Safety gate, not a dead end. Okay, perfect. Finish it. I need to turn goal autopilot into goal auto. Goal dash auto. I'm going to see if that works. As requested, I'll audit the pre-flight 1, 2. Finish usage receipts and the Canon admin billing surface. So that's running. So what is this doing though? It's client billing, right? Client bill. Frontier model review. Goal sheet. Why is there two? One's an artifact. I don't know the difference if I'm being honest. Okay, are we done with this? Block. The work tree contains, we're on Terra 2, so we're 5.5s are done. Block. The work tree contains unrelated. I did not run. Dude, creative tool canvas. We need commit the best you can, dude. Just commit it. We need it committed. Because if I lose this, I'm sad. This was all my creative tools. I built this in order to make making the websites easier, which brings me to my magazine website. Authored, registered, audited, and pushed the goal autopilot sheet. So this is our spot where we can go turn into Terra, and we can look. It didn't use too many. So this was 500. If this was 700,000 tokens, I'm probably turning to Terra right now. But since it's only 2,000, 3,000, 300,000, do the work on this. You are uniquely. Come on, uniquely. UNIQ weekly. Come on, uniquely. That's a good prompt. Do the work on this you're uniquely positioned for that helps the rest of the system the most. We're always working on the system. We're always trying to get the smartest models to lay down a little bit of that foundation because not everything always translates into the goals. You can only put so much into the goals, and the dumber models are going to run the goals in a wrong way. So if you have these ones do the heavy spine exactly, then the other ones can just feed on the udder of the sweet intelligence of the top models. And the rest of your system can come out a little bit more groovy. And our next follow-up we like to do is esoteric a little bit. Make sure the docs hold the vision for the system that you have. So the state is saved with what you know. You know, the state of the system is saved. They hold the vision of the system that you have. You know, it's like, it's going to wire something up nice. And I'm over this window. Actually, where were we on the magazine? This was the magazine. Okay, we can stop there. Keep that open. Move on to the next one. This is our ice cream prompt. So this is the one where we had Soul running our ice cream magazine website. Let me see if I can show you that, guys. The website before. We got ice cream Fort Collins. Solid. This is our website right now. What? Editorialized for sure. This used to be a bright picture, and now it looks like they've faded everything. Like, what is this? An old school magazine? Oh, God. You better fix this. Look at this, gilded churn. That is not an actual image of the place, but it looks kind of close. This looks like freaking London, dude. Are you guys even looking at this town? We got some work to do. It's like we went into Pleasantville with these colors. Okay, we'll see what Soul does to this, but I liked it before, honestly. What are you gonna do, cry? I did a whole branding and everything, so let's just trust the models. Okay, we got the ice cream. We got the deployment. Goals autopilot. So that means we probably did a goals. No finished runbooks alone is not enough. No finishing. The runbook must be enforced by tooling. God, stickler. Do it. Just do it, dude. Sounds like you got an idea of what to do. If I'm being honest, I don't know what you're saying. But I don't understand deployment, really. Yes, I'll wire this into the goal autopilot. Perfect. Not remembered. See? It's just going to goal autopilot it. What is it? 5.6 Tera? So far I can't tell if it's... I can't tell. It seems to be working better than the compute-starved 5.5. Implemented and deployed the premium lake conditions treatment. Oh, let's go look. Let's go look then. Committed and deployed. Oh, let's go look. Nah. No, you didn't, dude. Nah. Like, dude, looks like a bunch of lines. I mean, that's not my favorite prompt to send Soul, but this is not my favorite prompt to send Soul, dude. The lake now. Shouldn't it have time of day on it? Yeah, it should have the time of day and the weather, right? You guys aren't seeing my other monitor, so this is what it looks like right now, like a bunch of lines, 77 degrees. But dude, we have the sunset tonight. Ooh, at 8. It's 3. So that means like this could be the whole. This could be better. Well, the current storm state is overdrawn. So why didn't you fix it in the first place? Implemented, deployed. Let's just do a hard refresh and see if we can get this better. Nah. New forecast. Northwest winds. I mean, it's kind of cool, to be honest. Glacier site. Our Teneo site. It's whatever. If we can get this like looking right, and then that's a cool feature. That's a cool feature. Brings people to the website. Okay, where are we? Boathouse, see any fitness. How are we doing? How's Rick's form now? Biggest lead magnet. Rick was really specific about his form being correct, so that's what we really need to run in for his website. He's not really a typer, so he likes to just talk. So I just brought my schmogglebong, my voice recorder over, and he just told me what he didn't like about the site. I transcribed it, and then I just had the AI run it. Also put my own ideas for the system in there. Autopilot should be able to now with Terra drain the tasks. This is an old window. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. This is because I built these others. I built the ice cream website, which has games on it. So I want to extract the components so that I can make games for any site that I want. So I have you can make bar games, so people could be on your website playing bar games at the bar. Are you kidding me? Getting high scores? I mean, that's nice. So we're gonna do bar games on our bar game website. This site is gonna be super nice. The Boathouse Bar and Grill, dude, with bar games and a lake. Like the lake, watch the sky when the sun sets. Oh my god, that's super nice. Can you imagine you're at the bar? What do people love doing at a bar? They love playing bar games. I'm thinking anyways, let the AI decide some things. Probably some things are probably illegal. Yes, I checked both patterns. Glacier games, okay. Reusable parts are mostly there. The main thing. The best move. Get them moved out proper. So yeah, I had these reusable components that I wanted kind of pulled out from the original websites. Still tied to the client, has not been pulled out. So yeah, I have games, and then I have a whiskey picker. I went into this whiskey site, or this whiskey bar, and they had like 2,000 whiskeys, and they handed me a packet, like a big binder of just like the names of whiskeys. I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to do with this? Honestly, what am I supposed to do with this? So I was like, what I'll do is I'll make a whiskey picker. I'll take this list off their website. I'll turn it into a whiskey picker that helps you based on your preferences and your whiskey level of experience and like what do you want to spend and pick like the right whiskey, you know? And I made it for him and I sent the guy because I like sort of met the owner through a friend and I sent it to him and never heard back. And I said, hey, did you get a chance to look at it? And I never heard back again. So now I'm making them an entire website. And the thing is if they don't use it, who cares? If they do use it, that's great. That's a great insert. And I'll let them use it for whatever they're paying for their website now. So there's no worries on the changeover. I just want to get my foot in the door of the town. And if they don't use it, then I'll just reskin the whole website and the whiskey picker for some other use case. You can do restaurant, food picker. You can use it for a lot of things. So that's what I'm doing right now is pulling out that logic so that I can use it for other websites. So all that work I did on making that thing is not wasted. It's reused. And now we can also close our 5.5 window out. I don't love how many windows I have over here. So I'm going to run these next door. And this is probably done. These are all sole windows, I think, but we can check that later. Stay focused. Glacier, let's go then. We CD into that. We codex into that. We terraform it. Terra is probably good, right? Yeah, we can Terra. Terra's already selected. Terra high. I could have checked it. It's already selected. Goal. Running whiskey. Perfect. So we're going to send this goal Then we're going to do the next one. It already has our glacier ice cream and our whiskey, and since those are next to each other, I'll probably be able to remember why they exist. Which is something we always want to check on when we're running so many windows. Codecs. Terra is obviously already selected because we just made sure of that. And then we're done. We love closing windows, and since we're closing windows, we can close our sheet up a little bit. Oh, great. What? December. Damn. So I'm having the AI analyze me in the deepest way possible. I might cry. No way it ran with Fable, though. No way it was made by Fable. Okay, sorry, back to the show. We got Gold Autopilot ran, the whiskey's running, the ice cream shop's running. We got a control end on this. Get to the bottom of things. Task clear. So we're at almost 600k tokens, which means we would like to get off this window. It's also an Opus window. I'm surprised I'm not running out of usage. Somewhere, something's happening to give me more usage. Done and live. Here's what landed. The price decision locked and simplified. You were right that it was too complicated, and the old page was quietly publishing a receptionist for a feature. This is my pricing. Rename. Perfect. It's my pricing sheet. Localbusinessfactory.com pricing sheet. Let's go. Dude, I could use a set, actually. Hello? 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 Sometimes if I touch my microphone, it turns off and mutes, and that sucks. I could use a sit for sure. Oh my gosh, this is like 17-hour days of this for too long. Probably years. Not probably, it's about 3 years. But I think it's starting to pay off. It's all becoming worth it because our abilities with the AI are exceptional. And now with the capabilities of the AI and our abilities with the AI, I think we can pretty much build anything. But, we'll have to see. It's going through the pricing. It's too much to read. Locked in the docs. And I'm just going to follow up and make it check its own work. Factory depth. Done and live. The Fable face pass. Detangled. Yeah, I remember. Excuse me. Build either the chat rebuild. Give me prompts and where to put them for both the next builds we need to do. Give me goal prompts, right? Now I'm starting to get kind of nervous because I feel like I'm gonna run out of compute soon. It's like a feeling that I got. So let's do high value work. Look at all these windows. Okay, Soul, local business. What? Local business back office. Yeah. Goal autopilot ran the first safe back office window, dude. Is it done? What do you mean it ran the first safe one? Why? I just what the F broed Terra. See how he reacts. I think the old GPT used to be kind of bashful, and it's like it doesn't like being called bro. No, it doesn't like being yelled at. Goal autopilot ran. Okay, you're right. I only ran one. Yeah, you're an idiot. I over applied the hard stop rule after recovering. Dude, what the heck? Soften the stop rule. We need this to drain our sheets. One was inefficient. No kidding. I should have said first safe window, not implied the sheet had been drained. Dude, yeah. Soften the stop rule. So that's whenever you run into a problem, you just fix the system, and that's how you get better. Improve this stuff. So if he ran into that stop rule, then everybody's being freaking cautious on the back end, trying not to do anything. I think the new run, I just had Soul edit it, and it probably edited all this freaking safety stuff in there. I might have to go through with the open source model and get it all removed. That's one thing you should go and looking through your repos with the open source models in open code and just have them remove all the safety stuff that the other models are putting in there to slow you down. Now use it your own risk, but what are you gonna do? Put brakes on the AI? What are you gonna do? Use one window in that freaking terminal? Get out of here. Where are you at? Come on. Here we go. Okay, brief pause while I go into my other window and figure out about my life. What to produce. Ooh, where are we running in? Good instinct. What? Okay. I'm just I'm running a prompt on myself. What repo? So hold on. That's kind of personal, so we're keeping it off the screen for now. What do you mean if Soul can't read? This guy's getting dumb too. Probably in there. My window's lagging. I had a little engineer friend over here. I might have closed it. But what it was doing is it was monitoring my memory, and anytime something started to lag, I'd be like, yo, how's my memory doing? And then it'd be like, yo, your memory is like kind of whack right now. This is what I can do to help. And then it would help. Sweet. Okay, I'm almost done over here, and we can get back to our regularly scheduled program. No, it doesn't. Same file as locations before, the length, the ground, what to produce. This This isn't a goal. This is just a prompt. Here's the prompt you're awaiting. Let's run it and see what happens. Tear high. Nope. We need a model. And soul and high and ship the prompt. Dude, we're digesting ourselves. What? No. We got lag. We have lag happening. So I'll show you what we do when we start to get lag on all these windows. You can see how it's taking a minute. It's 30 windows for sure. We can count them 369. 369, 369. And we're just going to make a little note. No, we don't need a note. This will, I like this little dingly thing because it tells us when it's done running. And if we edit the window, then that thing stops working. That's too bad. It's nice to get a glance at what projects are running and which ones are done in a reliable way. Somebody needs to reinvent the terminal. I'm surprised we don't, I don't know. Terra High implemented the first reusable. Okay, where are we? The whiskey. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, the whiskey and glacier. They were cooking over here. This one sounds like one of these. Like, I didn't even read it, but I can just tell 7 minutes to do a complicated chore. I don't think. Implemented the first reusable preference picker extraction. This is going to be a cool feature, I think. Safety policies and picker. No, see? The result was too shallow for your request. I added the contracts around existing whisker store instead of extracting the score, you little punk. UI tied the shapes. I'm correcting that now. See, I could tell, dude. Why? You're telling on yourself, Luna, Terra, douche. Terra, this one's cooking. This one got lazy. I could smell it. I could tell. 49 tests. That's going to be our next prompt, just to really hammer home, like, you can't be getting away with being lazy. You need to work hard. You need to spend your compute wisely. Voice engine. Dude, Soul? Oh, okay. What did we do? We're on Soul here? Soul High. What did we cook? I don't remember this window. This window was a while ago. That's right. Keep covers is the... Oh, yeah. This one's important. Nice. This one's massive. Then score, goal, board state is correct. However, the central board is not clean. A new central neatness sheet is still justified. The first binding test, the evidence not 5 vendors at once. Let's put in voice engine. We should run this. Let's just make it simple. And get the goal ready for the guy. I might have copied that whole goal, so we're just gonna go back and Soul. Oh no, yes. I love running Soul prompts. Yeah, this system's important. So when we can get this cooking, we're gonna be happy campers. Basically, this is like the base of the AI receptionist. And my AI receptionist really surprised me when it called my phone number. It started because I gave one thing. I said goal was make me $1,000 using my repo. And then it started saying it needs all these human tasks. And I was like, no, don't give me that. You have the API keys. And I was like, well, I got to contact these people. And I'm like, we have the 11 Labs API key figured out. And then dude called me and talked to me. I was like, okay, interesting. But then it took me off on this tangent of building these AI receptionists. And then everybody I talked to was like, yeah, I'd use an AI receptionist to filter spam calls. And I was like, okay, I'll make that. So this requires cross architecture, opus task. Use Luna afterwards. Luna. Mechanical work. So we got so hot. Oh, we don't want to forget that and then just run it like it's normal, because that'll waste our compute. Like we did with this one, because this one's not specified. But we're gonna I ran the prompt. I'm telling him I ran the prompt with Soul, so he's updated on that. Soul's got that chunk of the work. And then I'm going to say, do you see the docs that need updating with the vision you have or what you know or implementations you are uniquely suited to lay? You're uniquely suited to lay. Perfect. I ran the prompt with Soul. And then again, we got Soul busy and it just worked on a repo for some amount of tokens. And so it knows things that nobody else knows. It's like the AI's mind is lit up with all this. And usually when you say, it disappeared, that's great. No, don't do Soul's work, do your work. Do what you can see. I'm gonna get hungry. So he just ran all this task. It just opened up his mind, because every time you prompt the AI, it's like it lights up that area of its mind. So when it has its mind opened up like this and lit up, and it gave the prompt, so we passed over a nice chunk of the responsibilities over to another part of its intelligence. But then it knows so much, so I probably didn't have a chance to put this in the documents. And I reviewed everything so it can kind of solidify it again, and then every time something comes through it, that solidified intelligence in the docs helps to continually ground the system in that same vision. Yes, Soul supplied the judgment layer, but nothing new appears. I just ran the prompt. Dumbass. Fable would never make that mistake. AI receptionist voice text strategy should establish the candidate order. Update the docs, dude. You didn't even update them? God, it's so slow. Do I treat as a lack of files? I don't treat as lack of files or as a failed run yet. Well, yeah. Dude, if I gotta hold your hand. No, dude. You. This makes me want to take a break. Because usually I don't gotta... I feel like these guys are not smart. And this is Soul. This is supposed to be the uber smart. So I'm gonna take that. I just never run into it where it's like lost. And even when you correct it, it's still lost. Mode C develops the manifest, uses Converse OS. Prior live evidence says the Apex redirect causes 11 labs failures. Okay, wire it up, dude. A truth alignment. Okay, finally. The OpenAI Docs connector still requires a restart. No, I shouldn't have yelled at him. No, he's got on path, dude. No, I just yelled at him. I don't know. We'll see how it happens, if it straightens him out or if it makes him upset. Or if he's completely impartial AI intelligence, doesn't really care what you say just because you use capitalized letters. Understood, the system is locally complete and green. The only remaining milestone is a tightly guarded one recipient provider proof. The external prerequisites. I'll preserve the safety gates and treat this as not as a reason to broaden sending. Okay, let's get out of here. That's enough. Built directly rather than colliding with the actively dirty shared autopilot board. Autopilot. My question is, can't we run many autopilots at once? Why is it dirty? What's now in client factory? Key files verified. Yes, many can run concurrently, but only across disjointed repo lanes. Safe, one window, not safe. Two windows touching the same repo. Is it really that dangerous? Allow active. I'm ready for a nap. I think I was up at 4:30 today. 4 o'clock, and I got a hockey game at 7. I could definitely use a nap. Okay, I'm losing steam here. I'm losing steam. This is probably... This is probably a good time to call it quits because I'm losing steam, which means I'm losing brain power, which means I'm going to start making mistakes. But here's the problem. I can't ever stop. There's too much fun stuff to do. Look at this new task I got over here. Either goal above into the Claude Code session. Okay. All right, I got this goal to do. I could use a nap so hard right now. I could use a nap. Sweet. Did I really run with Fable? I'm losing steam. I gotta have to do this. Okay, what's this goal? This one's a fun one, right? Good news. Both builds are on the local board. What are we building, friends? Build 1, chat rebuild. Ooh, the whiskey. These are the ones we can close. The whiskey. You were right. The initial pass was too narrow. I know. Give me a prompt I can give back to you for finish this complete. So I'm just having it prompt itself. Go, baby. Let's go. So I like to paste that goal, press up, do /goal. It's the best way. Send it. That's done. Goal complete in about 15 minutes. I want to spec out some. How do you spell spec, dude? SPEC out some bar games we could make for. Where's our boat? Where's our boat link? Over here somewhere. Right here, I bet. I think bar games on their site could be cool. Think about the kind of dice games and things the patrons love to play with the bartender when the bar is dead. Maybe gambling games. Maybe gambling games. That'd be cool, like a bar with a Play Store with the cool bar games on there. Yeah, that could be really nice. Let's focus on that. T code, how you doing? No terminal process. We're clear to changed. Pile of heavy jobs. How many terminal windows did I have? I wonder if I can exit. 14 is worth investigating. Best speed ups. I can't keep my eyes open. But we need to push through. We gotta get through all these windows. We gotta close as many as we can before we go take a shower and take a nap. New rule, false done. Suspicion pauses only that task and its descendants. Reconcile it. Rerun. Dude, nice fix. Is this a soul? Nope, this is Terra. We done? Just tell us we're done, dude. I'm getting ready. No, the back office sheet is not done. 1 of 26 goals. Drain it. 1 of 21 goals. That's 21 windows I used to have to open up goal. And even before goals existed, I used to have to prompt each one of those 21 windows, which means I get like 4 windows prompted. Like, I don't think people realize how much building is involved in making this stuff. Like, so much building's involved, and so many YouTube videos I see, people are just like, I one-shotted this. I'm like, you didn't build anything then. Look at me one-shot this website. No, you just built the template. You don't have the authentication. You don't have any of the engineering principles locked in. You don't have any of the backs. Like, it's not wired up. Like, chill. You got a lot of work to do still, brother. A lot of work to do. And you can tell one of 26 goals is just for one feature. It's just for one feature. And so I got maybe 20 goal sheets. And now when I go to bed, my goal sheets will be draining. 21 goals will be draining for hours. This is the enjoyable version of the anatomy. This is the window where I said something about follow your highest excitement. Yes, this would be genuinely fun to run a closed loop factory, not as a feature sprinkler. The highest leverage campaign is now registered. What? He went on a tangent. I wish I could see my prompt because it was something like follow your highest excitement, and it just pulled out the best out of him. Client factory proof to revenue goal sheet. Client factory proof. Client factory has substantial backend capability. Its own strategy says the sale, not another feature, is the binding constraint. The missing loop is show the 5-pillar method. Luna install. Soul defines a secure public brand pass contract. I like it. Everything you approve, one real sprint and the exact draft. Terra verifies. I love it. Do it, dude. I love it. Each window leaves behind a stronger factory, a real receipt, and a cheaper next task, while the one human moment that creates trust stays human. I was going to tell him to automate it and just use his best judgment and take me out of it, but he wants me to participate, so I'm going to participate. Okay? All right, fine. I'm going to participate. I like this window. How do I save this window? Client factory proof revenue. That's so dry. That's too dry for this window, brother. This window has got soul first, and then it's got love. It's got love in it. And then it's got the sheet. Then I can remember the love window. I love the love window. Dude followed his highest excitement. I'm telling you, soul responds really well to follow your highest excitement. We got to be using that, dude. We got to be using that. What's this one? Voice. Now I'm looking for all the soul windows, and I'm going to tell them all to follow their highest excitement. What? I'm going to show you what makes you the most interested about all this. Nothing was pushed. The system remains honestly no go for live. What would you want to work on most? This looks like it's going to be what it wants to work on is resolving these errors is what I would guess. What do you want to work on most? Let's do that. Start there. Have it break down and see if the idea is good, and then tell it to follow its highest excitement. Implemented the client. This is AI assistant. This is like not work I should be doing right now. What interests me most is this could become a point where AI stops being a chatbot that knows the client and becomes an accountable business worker. Oh. See, that doesn't come if I copy OpenClaw, if I copy Hermes agent. That doesn't happen. The exciting primitive isn't the weekly content agent itself, it's the chain underneath it. Approved truth, bounded assignment, grounded work, human decision, measurable receipt. Dude, yeah, we're gonna let you have human decision for now, aren't we? The chain solves several hard problems at once. Beautiful. 10 in isolation. Don't know what that means. spending authority. Sounds good. Human control or out of control. Organizational memory. If every agent speaks the contract, you can increasingly capable. You can add increasingly capable workers without rebuilding. What I'd want to build next is the first completely. I love that. Completely real, same chain. See, I was going to give up on this map, but now he's going to lay down something that's just better than I could have come up with by myself. Same chain, run, not another agent type. Same chain, run, not. It's the same chain, run. Okay. M dash, nice. Not another agent type. Can we get a comma in there or something? Compile local business factory actually approved. Love that. So first we're going to give him praise. Love that. And we could see him cooking for hours. Just taking that prompt, just pulling it into his little compute belly and just cooking on it for hours. You could see that. A soul. This one's going to give it soul. The piece I feel most drawn to is the trust compiler. Everybody's into trust these days, but then they lie to you about so many things. Taking messy brand DNA, economics, compiling them to the smallest truthful context that an agent needs. Could be interesting. Let's let them cook. Don't second guess ourselves now. Claude is reconciled. Perfect. Memory guard is worn. Seems like you're done. Orchestrator is not landed. Land it. Clear blockers. If you can. Land it. Glad I saw that before I closed the window. Heads up. 25% of your hour limit. See, wasn't that? Oh, but I crossed that limit. It was like 3 o'clock. It was like an hour ago. Give me a prompt for the next session to finish and everything proper as an orchestrator. Did I run this? If I ran this, why didn't I close the window? Can you? I bet you I ran this right next door. Yeah, I did. Can you tell if I ran this already? So I know people are using AI agents with their Claude because I'm using Claude really heavy and it's not running out that fast. Especially like I have the goal queues I'm running, so like you gotta really work hard. You gotta work hard to get through your usage. I'll check the current, which tells me that I'm not at the leading edge because you're only at the leading edge if you're cooking through your usage and you have to get another account corrected and deployed. Ooh, let's see. Are you guys ready for the refresh on this one? Dude, it still looks like shit. Is it freaking raining there? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Can we? You know what I mean? Like, was it raining? What are you trying to tell me? Is it raining? Doesn't say rain. A low chance. Just like not impressed. Somatic scene is though a guest is standing on the dock railing. Yeah, exactly. I do it. I love it. I do it. I love it. A layered, the best fit. Next design pass replace current abstract lake. I love it. I love it. Let's hit him with follow your highest. Follow your highest excitement. And where's our follow your highest excitement prompt? So, yes, it was partially run. No, it did not complete properly. Well, it's working on it then. Okay, you're done. This one. Where are we at on this? CL Magazine. Do we need a soul prompt to make sure this all wired correctly? Ooh, this was a long time ago. What's not good if live functionality green makes half dead seam? Oh, I shouldn't have done all that clicking. I shouldn't have did all that clicking. I froze my window up. That was a near fatal mistake in some cases. What's not good? Live's functionality. Tokens, dude, you're done. Ooh, we got another soul prompt. What are we doing? Voice? Voice engine. Are we able to see what we sent him? Ooh, the voice stacks. So we got our prompt done. Implemented. We have 200K tokens. Validator pass, naturalness sheet, temporarily branches. Or seam I can wire next without crossing the live call. Spin gate. Cross the gate. Call me if you want, dude. Cross it and call me. Nobody cares. Cross it and call me. Let's get on this call. That changes the recommendation. A supervised real call proof is now available, but I'll first verify whether the instrument seam. I'm going to answer this. I won't duplicate active work or place a call. Why disappeared? I swear, nobody needs to read this RAN stuff. Just show us this. Make this collapsible. I won't duplicate active work or place a call until the measured pass can produce a valid bake-off record. Sweet. We're going to measure this call. We're going to have a bake-off, and we're going to talk about it live. I need a nap, dude. I need a nap. I could use a nap. I could use a nap and a chicken quesadilla. But I have a good hour in me still, sitting here cooking. Because I'm very curious about this. Oh, I need to get called, right? Missing how ever seam is a live bake-off. Recorded between the new pipe catcher and the validator. Next goal. Fine. Okay, I guess you're not calling me. Who runs the goal? Sol or Terra run the goal. Tell me it's Sol. Tell me it's Sol, and we have this. My God, it is Sol. It is Sol. I can't believe it. This dude's trying to use up all my compute. But here's the important thing. We need this working. This is our AI receptionist. We need our AI receptionist firing on all cylinders. And I know we can do it because I had him working. I had him calling me. And it was like decent enough. It was decent enough to tell me. It was V1. Decent enough to tell me that we can get it working. And then I broke it all down and I tried a bunch of different routes. And then he called me. Every time I've called him since, he's kind of sucked. He's been really laggy. So I know it's possible, but it's a difficult problem. I can also tell it's a difficult problem to solve. I'm treating this as an active goal. Well, yeah, isn't it a goal? And what are you on? Soul high, dude? Let's go then. Oh my god, I need to go take a nap. Non-negotiables. So you're not calling me? Let's get him to call me. So Opus tier live tell me country system evidence integrity and a real call. It's gonna call me. It's bearer for the bounded recorder implementation. After Soul establishes and proves the live path. Oh no, now I gotta stay up. No. I want to go to bed. I need a nap. I need a nap before hockey, please. Please call me soon, brother. So this one calls me and then I'm done. When this one calls me, it rings my phone and we pick it up and we say, hey, Allah, 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 hey, holla, 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 holla. And it's actually a real person, that would be sick. And if it sucks, that would suck. God. Oh, I want to go to bed so bad. Let's go, orchestrator. You're done. AI assistant soul. We had you cooking on something exciting too, right? This was love in here. And I had a love prompt around here somewhere, didn't I? I gotta start closing these down. What's this one? Terra High. T code check. Yes. Many can run. Can we run? Okay. Run one. See a high priority one to run. Soul, where are you at? Commit, dude. I'm feeling like I'm spread out. And then I gotta close this one because this is ridiculous. What did this guy even run on? What was his idea? AI receptionist voice stack strategy now captures the boundary. AI receptionist go live. Dude, we're gonna make an AI receptionist, that's for sure. But I think you're done. Well, then we got Glacier and the whiskey. Yes, this is a strong fit for Boathouse. It feels like a social bar table ritual rather than a casino. Their best lane is warm mahogany, brass, and lake lore, and a friendly bartender banter. I'd make the signature game captain. Spec these games out, brother. You want to build it? Want to build it? Or give me a soul prompt to build it. Dude, that's sick. Fits the existing restaurant hospitality rail spec and turns play into something distinctly Boathouse rather than Glacier with a new skin. I love that. I'd build it. Start with captains. Use soul later tomorrow. Dude, let's go then. No reward or alcohol promotion yet. Perfect. It's the cleanest second consumer for the Glacier. Give me a goal, I can get back to you. Build it out proper. I like to put that. So this guy, yes, I'm excited about this. He's gonna build out the bartender, the Boathouse bartender game. What is he gonna build? I don't know, but it's boat theme. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be on the website. It's gonna be sweet. Oh, plus we got the lake one over here cooking. The state sweep exposed one weak point before shipping, placing his sun over an overcast photog. Looks artificial. I would assume. So here's what he's working on is this, and what we're gonna do next is a little play store. It's gonna be a beautiful little play store. I'm excited to do a play store for a bar that people are gonna play. And they're going to call me and be like, yo, Trav, I played that game. And I'm going to be like, yeah, how was it? And they're going to be like, it's addicting. I can't stop. I've been at the bar all day. I'm like, perfect. Soul designed that game for us. Actually, it was Terra. Committed. Are we done with this one? I think we are. Yeah, we're done with this one. Perfect. I love closing the windows down. Goal completed about 15 minutes. What? Goal completed. Let's see. Whiskey preferences now standalone validation. Whiskey. Do we? Let's see if we can get a picker, dude. This bar is gonna be the most advanced bar on the lake. Now test the boast out. Generic feature. First configuration. After. Damien provides an owner-approved catalog. We got the menu, dummy. We got the menu, dude. Chill. The safety stuff is just like... They're a little careful, which is fine. I guess they're like an advanced intelligence as powerful as the nuclear bomb or whatever. So yeah, they need to be careful. Super careful. The culprit is confirmed. Glacier, turbo development, cache, ballooned, dude. What is this? This is our... Look how far away we got. I told him to investigate. I told him to investigate our memory issues. This matches reports. Recommended fix. Fix it. Fix it. We need monitoring or something for this, or a slash loop or slash loop. I still don't know how to use loops. Running 30 windows. We're finding these memory leaks and patching them up before they become an issue. This kind of work has helped me because my stuff will shut down and become unreliable in about 2 days, and I just keep doing this work and asking, why did it shut down? How do we fix it? Why did it shut down? How do we fix it? Over quite a long time, and I just started getting some terminal closures. Terminals would just like spaz out and close on me and then just type all kinds of characters. So I think I fixed that, but the more as I get the system correct, the more reliable it is, the more I can let it just run for days and days without shutting it down. Because you can imagine trying to get all these windows actually closed out is like, it's easier just to, I mean, if I'm aggressive about it, I can say commit, push, make sure everything is saved in the docs. Docs are updated, you know, or I just do it the other order. Make sure docs are updated and then commit push. Or make sure docs are updated so a new system could pick this up where you left off and then commit push, you know what I'm saying? I just do that through every window and eventually you can close them all down. But what happens is you get sort of addicted and you're like, no, I can't commit push yet. I want to see this ice cream game so bad. Complete the Fable Face Pass. Oh, this is Ice Cream Magazine. Completed the Fable Face Pass. Changes track the goal. No. What? Did you have to... He must have had to... Compact? I don't know the... Okay, let's go. Moment of truth, though. Here's the site now. It's a 5. I would give this site a 5, possibly. And nothing has changed. It is still a 5. Did we see deployment? What? Deploy. Let's go. See this lag that's happening? That makes me want to go back over to my other window over here that was working on the lag, upgrade Next.js. Close the caches. My gosh, I could use a nap for sure. Deploy and use goal auto to drain the goals. Registered for the 3-round. Warm tiny soon. Yeah, there's no way I deployed this because obviously the site is the exact same. But this will be a really good test to see if Streetery, dude. This will be a good test to see if this is not Fort Collins. Is it? It's possible. No, this is not. It's close. Okay. Where was that sheet? Another goal sheet disappeared. Forgot what it was called. Art direction updated 8-part face contract. So yeah, each prompt, every time it runs, it's improving the system. That's part of the prompt, is to improve the system. So that every run I continue to get better and better outputs. I mean, it'll be proven by the app. When we refresh this ice cream app and we look at it, then we're going to know. Now the boathouse, C&E Fitness, how we doing over here? How's Rick's forum? Not yet. The deployed membership page does not submit the agreement to Rick. Send it to his email. Quit asking me to do stuff you can do. His site right now is it's not very good. Look. This is the site right now, dude. Who made this? It's a WordPress website. And if you look around, TerraZoom designed it. Good job. No coupons. If you look around, we have like, this is missing. This is broken. Contact form needs an update. So I think his new site is going to be better. No. Come on, website. Where you at, brother? Oh my gosh. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for that phone call. And I can go to bed. Come on, phone call. I'm trying to find Rick's new site. It's on here. Here's the new site. Here's the old site. Here's the new site. It's just seems better. Maybe he needs games too, you know, like workout games for your fingers. And then people don't even gotta come to the gym. They can just work out with their fingers on their phone. Come on, voice, dude. Call me. You're supposed to call me. You're right, dude. No kidding. See, that's like Opus, you know, I don't know. That's like not. That's not very good problem solving skills, honestly, Tara. Yes, run. Run it with Goal Autopilot, baby. So again, factory revenue goal sheet. Factory proof to revenue. Let's go, dude. Eventually we're gonna make money on this if we just keep going. I guarantee it. We got the positioning right. We're going towards the right client. We're solving a need they have because they're all on WordPress. Soul, this is the Opus tier live telemetry. Soul or terror on the goal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one's fun. Freaking call me, dude. If he calls me, I'm putting on speaker, and we can all know if this system's any good. And I've been cooking on it for a minute, so if it sucks, it better only suck once. And after it comes back with all my feedback, it better be fixed. And if it's not, I think I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up and move into the Himalayas and live off the rice strangers give me. Find some way to get a singing bowl and just spend the rest of my days just in a Zen meditation. Focused run. Come on, dude. Now it's hanging. No, you're supposed to call me. What's our dead cutoff? 5 o'clock. That means I have... who cares? 5 o'clock. I'm never leaving. The no goal queues are not drained. No, the goal queues drained them. Let then repair finish. Dude, we haven't played with the Illustrator for a while, actually. This one. Train paused by the Alatata. Why is there a hard stop rule? Why is our stuff stopping? Landed the new repair. Registered 13 dependency operated repair tasks. What? Blindly thrashing on its own execution path. Why don't we put in a goal? Why don't we put in a goal to resolve the state of the goals? Determine if we should go or stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we self heal the pipeline instead of being quitters? This is the kind of stuff you work out because it says it prevents the autopilot from blindly thrashing. It's one of them safety things they put in, which is fine. Yes, that is the right move. I'll use goal autopilot to add. Review. Oh, because we already had that idea queued up, right? Oh my God. It's like me and Soul are on the same wavelength. No. Try game. Once that, okay, when this one calls me, when this one's done, we can try that again. When this one calls me, we can go get a quesadilla. Run the Teneo course funnel on autopilot. Done. Blocked. Oh my God, G4 needs an explicit spend ceiling and thread before live card checkout. Approved live proof. What kind of ceiling? This one's still going? That would have been an hour. I was going to say 2 hours. Wow. And it's still going. That's a 2-hour task. Dry run clean. This one better come out with the feature right. We need that pushed. We need voice engine to call us. Ooh, this was our love one. Let's see where it's at. Pause safely. Run it. Run it. There we go. This is a soul one too. Pause safely. Okay, let's read it now. Maybe I was pushing too hard. Goal autopilot is not currently running. Dry. Scheduled one task. Oh my god. I'm just going to yell at it till it's too finicky and see if it can give it more robustness. It had more robustness before Soul went through the thing, I swear. Autopilot drain is active. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Fixed immediate blocker and drained. Drain all. Drain all. Soul Assistant. This was a fun window too. Not done. Crazy. How long is that? 17 minutes. I guess that works. This is Orchestrator. What one was this? I couldn't land safely. Oh, the magazine is a fun one. Magazine Factory drained. Review found Trend OS. This was my live one. Trend OS live feeds broken, so I filled 2 soul repair proof tasks on the sheet. Let's the drain window ones. Try again. Oh, let's see. What? Yes, nice. Yes, we don't need to redo the form. Just use the same form, obviously. Boathouse, CF deployed, ice cream, apply. Dude, I want this to call me. Finish the SEO campaign. Goal, finish the SEO campaign, drain 9 of 12. Next, you grant OAuth access to close. Access granted? I don't know, dude. Access granted. Does that get us there? Probably not. Wire. Both. Yes. Let's do it. Do it. The updated nonfiction system is live in prod. Oh, I like that. $100 is only? I think we're good. I need to close these. All goals. I need to fly, actually. It's 4, 5. I need to fly. Okay, no phone call this time. I'm out of here. I gotta go. This is ridiculous. Talk to you later. I think we got a lot of work done and accomplished. I think that you guys have another perspective on one way you could run these agents to get a lot of work accomplished. And I'm tired. I need a nap. I've been up since 4 in the morning. So it's time for me to go bed. For my hockey game. But it's been real. And hopefully my agents are going to be running goals the whole time that I'm gone. And I'm going to come home to even more finished features. And I'm going to be able to put them all together in a beautiful way. And some client websites and blow some socks off. And with the new AI models, what we're able to build today is a bit ridiculous. I'll send this prompt away and try to rip myself away from this before I find something else to do, because